Hi, it's me, Tori from hobbysTORies. Today is September 10th, 2022, and this is FlossTube 45. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, whether you're new or you've watched before. I really hope you like what I show. So today I'm going to be showing my 5 daily projects that I work on either every day or they're in a rotation. My princesses are in a 4-day rotation with themselves. And then I have 8 of my older whips that came up on the wheel, and I have 3 new starts. So let's get started. The first one, of course, is always Rapunzel. She starts her 4-day rotation tonight, and she is getting really close to a 5-page finish. So here she is. And we're coming along. We have a little spots here and there that need to be filled in, but she is doing really well. And like I said, she's almost done with her 5 pages. And then we can move down and make her into smaller Q snaps. Everything I am showing today is on 14 count Aida, except for one project, and I'll tell you when I get there. And I'll also tell you what the fabrics are and the artist. The 2 princesses, Rapunzel and Cinderella, come from Paine Free Crafts, and they are both on a 14 count Aida that I used powdered acrylic blue dye and dyed them to get a background because I'm not doing the white background on either one. So this is Rapunzel. Next is Cinderella. And she just finished her rotation last night. And she is coming right along. And her face is almost done. There's like a few little pieces in here that have to be filled in. And then everything else is just going. On both of these, I just pick a color and go cross country and fill in. And they're fun. I mean, I enjoy when it's their turn to be worked on. So I'm really thankful for them both. Gives us something great to look at when they're going to be finished. I do not know what we're going to do with them because 14 count is making them huge. So probably tapestries on the wall, maybe behind a door or something like that. So there's the 2 princesses. Next is my temperature chart. Okay, so here it is. It's not all fitting in. This is on 14 count that I herbal tea dyed. This is free from Jardin Privé. And they release a new section every, I don't know how many days that is. So far each line is a new section. And like I said, I've only got a couple days started. I got behind on this, so I keep recording the temperatures. I just haven't got them stitched because I've been stitching other stuff. Okay, so there's the temperature chart. Next is my autumn band sampler. I am officially done with the top part. And it started the bottom part. I put it in a big hoop. I was working in a littler hoop, and then I had to keep moving it, and this way I can just put the whole thing in a hoop. It just does the whole picture. So right now I'm working on the border of cows. So since last time, this got finished, the fence, the border, all the cows are done. I'm just back stitching them now. And I really, really like this project. This project is on Zweigart 14 count Vintage Country Cream, and it is by Julia Lucas. And the only thing I had to substitute is up here. It was 4068, which is a variegated, and I am using one strand of 94 and one strand of 111 to do it instead, because I didn't have that one. And I really enjoy this project. I like barn scenes. I just do. I did a mid-Amish life. I'm doing this one. I'm doing country afternoon, down on the farm. I really enjoy barns and farms. So, next one is Undertale from my daughter. She told me the story of it, and I can't really remember all of it, so I don't really want to talk about it, because in case I get it wrong. But it's a video game. It's about hope, and I thought this was a chalkboard, and she said, no, it's a message board that you get when the little person looks into the mirror. And here, I'll show you the mirror again. The whole top part is done. So there's the mirror. When it looks in there, this message comes up and says, despite everything, it's still you. So I got just this left to go. And then I can get started on the next one. And this is just plain 14 count black Aida. Okay, and then the wheel came up and picked some projects for me. So here they are. This one is Autumn Cottage. It is by Alma, Lynne, Hayden, and it is on Charles Craft Sandstorm 3855 14 count. I bought it at Michael's. This one has substitutions in it because I didn't have all the thread, the floss I needed. So there's that. My daughter picked out this fabric because it looks autumny. So I really like it. The next one is, oh, and all of these get like a half an hour on the timer when they come up. So sometimes I get multiple done in a day. Sometimes I only get one done. The next one is DMC Anniversary. It's from DMC. It's on 14 count white Aida that I brown tea dyed and added a little bit of brown Rit dye. And I didn't know if I was going to do the whole project or not. I really didn't want to do all the alphabets, but I think I'll just do it the way it's supposed to be done. So I'm going to do the side border and the top border first, just to make sure I have enough room. And these little spots is what the Rit dye did to the fabric. But it kind of blends in because it matches the colors in it, so that's kind of cool. Okay, next one is Country Afternoon. It is on a 14 count Aida. It was white and I blue acrylic dyed it. Country Afternoon is by Barbara Sestok. Most of these are from magazines. So this one is blue acrylic dyed. These are the flowers, and I do believe that's the bluebird's head. So I've been working on that. Next one, Winter Cottage, also by Alma, Lynne, Hayden. Another blue acrylic dyed. And this one actually got 2 days on the wheel. So I finished filling in all the blues around the window, white. Well, I'm working on the white in the window, and then this rest of this is all a very, very light blue. So there's that one. Bless Our Home. This was in that package that I talked about in one of my earlier videos, that a very wonderful floss tuber, who sadly doesn't make many videos anymore, sent me a package when I had no fabric. So this pattern was in there, and it's called Bless Our Home, and it's by Barbara Baatz Hillman. I think it's Baatz. And it is Weigart Vintage Country Cream 14 count. And I got the windows finished. There's some more over here because the house is just a little bit bigger. But I got that much done. Next one, Down on the Farm. This one is done on 2 different fabrics. One is a 14 count that I dyed blue, and I do believe I used Rit dye for this. And then this is where a barn door goes, which is stitched in 28 count. And the whole thing was supposed to be 28 count over 2, and then do the barn door over 1. But I did it on 28 count fabric, also from that package. Thank you again. And I'm going to iron it on right here. But first I'm going to pin it on there after I cut it out and make sure it's going to look good, because this is my second try, because I messed up the barn door on the last one trying to do this. So if it works, it works. And if it doesn't, I'm just going to design a barn door that's just shut, because the barn door looks like that. And this is by Julia Lucas. And I am enjoying it. I'm glad I didn't do the whole thing on 28 count, because this was really hard. And I hope it works what I'm trying to do. So let's hope. The next one is Summer Cottage, also by Alma, Lynne, Hayden. This one is on Charles Craft Morning Dew, number 747, that I got at Michael's. And I've just been working on the roof. It's got a blue roof. Some of these do get a little bit more than half an hour. Some of them get a little bit less than a half an hour. I always try to use a timer and go by the timer. So if the timer goes off and I'm still stitching, I try to finish what I'm doing and then reset the timer, or I go a little longer. And the last one is 2015 Ornaments, which is by Michelle Lutzen, and it is on Charles Craft's 14 count pink iridescent Ada. And I am enjoying this. And it does call for beading, and I've only beaded this one and this one so far, and I think I'm going to redo the beads because some of them are loose. So I'm going to wait till the end. There's that. You can see the sparkle. Then I decided, because that was the end of the whips for the 10 days, I decided I'm going to start 3 new projects. I've been watching other stitchers do sales, and I had some in a folder where I've been collecting them to do later. And this one is called Flowers and Bees. It's a sale for 2022, and it's by Doreen Jones. I got it off of Facebook. These 3 projects that I started are all on a fabric from Joann's that I did not know when I bought it. I just saw 14 count Ada. It's antique white, and it's polyester. So it's really, really stiff. You're supposed to use it for like table runners and table scarves and stuff like that. I have done 2 fairies. I do believe they're Joan Elliott. They were Iris Fairy and Ladybug Fairy. I did both of them on this. And it's very hard to work with. It won't fit in a hoop. I ended up putting them on scroll bars so I could control it a little bit easier, because when it hangs over, it's just kind of stiff. So I have it in Q snaps right now to see how it's going to go. I could do it in hand, but I do like having the tension and stuff. So I think I'm going to continue using it like this and just keep it. These are just Velcro strips from Amazon. But see, like, it doesn't even crease. It just, because I had this in a hoop and you can't even tell. So this one is the Flowers and Bees. It has been started. The next one is also a Doreen Jones, and it is the Garden Sal from 2020. Also on this fabric, also from Facebook, and I only got that much done. It's a border, so I'm working on the border first and then going to start the whole thingy in here. But that's all I got done in a half an hour because I kept stopping and I forgot to pause the timer. So the timer said 30 minutes was up, and that's all I got done. And then the last one is by Lesley Teare. And it is also, well, it was a sal. I do believe it was 2021. And it's called Floral Sampler. I got it at her blog, lesleyteare.com. Also on the Joanne fabric. And this is all I got started, was the little corner of the border. And then I think that's a bee's wing. And that's all I got. So I do have other starts in the plans, so they can go in the rotation. And that's it. What is that? 13 whips and 3 new starts. So 16 projects. Not bad for 10 days. So I'm doing pretty good on the 10-day thing. So it'll probably be somewhere between the 19th and the 21st. So I'm going to see how much I can get done in between then. And that's all I got. Please take care. Please stay safe. Thank you for watching if you got this far. And that's all I got. Bye for now.